Good evening. This is CTV News for July 17th. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Melissa Wright. Thanks for joining us. Well, everyone is feeling heat this week, and it's not letting up anytime soon, with weekend temperatures expected to reach triple digits.
And CTV's Keisha Butts spoke with officials about tips for dealing with extreme weather conditions.
It's another hot and muggy week. Temperatures are expected to be 90 degrees or higher today and the rest of the week. As you can see on the car thermostat, it's already 92 degrees Fahrenheit. And on Saturday, temperatures are expected to spike up to 99 degrees. While everyone is feeling the heat, officials want to remind residents what they can do to stay cool during the hot weather.
As you're doing exercises, stay properly hydrated. Make sure you're drinking water every 8 hours, and try to stay cool by having a working air conditioning. Stay on top of that.
However, if you do have to go outside, McClellan says it's essential to drink plenty of water.
Emphasize staying hydrated. That's the important thing. Your body needs water.
For those with pets, especially dogs, Megan Staub with the county's animal shelter wants you to keep these tips in mind.
Definitely, if you can, keep them inside as much as possible in the air conditioning. If you have to take them outside, don't put them on asphalt. That is extremely bad for their paws. If you are taking them outside, do not go on long walks. Take them out, go to the bathroom, and bring them back in.
As for residents who are trying to find ways to beat the heat, so are firefighters.
We teach them to drink 8 ounces of water every hour to prepare for an incident. We also encourage them to do work rest periods where they're working earlier during the day and they're out and about and they're resting in the afternoon.
They even have a rehab unit.
We also provide what's called rehab, where we allow them to take their personal protective equipment off, get into a cool shaded area, provide them hydration, and then monitor their vitals.
The main tip officials want residents to keep in mind is to try to stay inside.
If you don't have to be outside, you don't have to be outside.
In Cheltenham, Keisha Butts, CTV News.
To find the complete list of cooling centers in the county, go to PrinceGeorge'sCountyMD.gov. Meantime, AAA is reminding drivers about the dangers of leaving children unattended inside of a car. In this extreme weather, officials say heat stroke is the leading cause of non-crash vehicle-related deaths for children under the age of 14. They say it only takes a few minutes for a car to heat up and become deadly to a child inside. The Auto Club is urging parents and caregivers to look before you lock.
We can be tempted to undervalue the risk. For example, we may pull into a convenience store and we think we can run inside. And you can inadvertently lock the child in a car. Or what do you do when you pull up to a gas station and you're trying to fill up in this type of heat? So you really have to make this a top of the mind matter.
Townsend says 12 children in the U.S. under the age of 5 have died in hot cars since Memorial Day.
And with the temperatures in the 90s, it's the perfect time to head to the beach. But before you load up the family van, do you have your flotation device packed? Katira Jones is at Sandy Point State Park in Annapolis with important safety tips you need to know.
We are here at Sandy Point State Park, and as you can see, many people are enjoying some fun in the sun, but officials want to urge beachers to only swim in areas where there's a designated lifeguard.
The lifeguard's going to be the first line of defense and the best safety for anyone who's in distress in the water. If you think someone's in danger, you can call the Coast Guard, you can call 911, and the Coast Guard will find out. We can send resources out. But it's important that you alert that lifeguard, and this is why we stress to only swim on areas of the beach that have lifeguards. One of the biggest things you can do is wear a life jacket. If you're not a strong swimmer and you're going to be on the beach, you should be wearing a life jacket.
While at the beach, CTV spotted many swimmers without flotation devices.
There's always risk of a rip current, there's risk of an undertow, anything like that, so it's advisable to wear a life jacket if you're going to be swimming on the beach. If you have kids that are going to be swimming on the beach, it's recommended that they would wear a life jacket. If you should get caught up in a rip current, you should swim parallel to the shore until you're out of the rip current. Or if you feel like you're a strong enough swimmer, you can try and swim with the current, but it's best to swim parallel to the shoreline.
Pay attention to signage. It is there for a reason. And it is especially important for parents to always stay near their children and pay attention to them. Drownings happen in an instant. They don't look like drownings. And with cell phones nowadays, it's really easy to get distracted from watching your kids.
Reporting at Sandy Point State Park, Katira Jones, CTV News.